Hello everyone, I'm Narmatha, Assistant Professor, working in the Dr. SNS Rajlakshmi College of Arts and Science in the Department of Computer Science with Cyber Security. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about application architectures. Application architecture. So, if we are taking application architecture means we are working on different applications in our system. So, we need to interact with web servers through the network. So for that, it should have some architecture. So that will be explained here. We have different layers. So first one is application layer. So in application layer, we have a presentation or user interface. So this with this presentation or user interface layer only, user can directly connect to it. We have model view controller architecture. So model means business logic. View presentation of a data depends on display device. And controller means receives events and executes some actions and returns some values or a views. Business logic layer. So it provides a high level view of a data and action on a data. And also it hides some data stored in schema. So this is a pictorial representation of application architecture. So we have web browsers. So we are connecting through the network, web or application server. We have controller. So in that controller, we have view, model, data access layer. So by these three, will get, receive, alter informations and also store our informations. Business logic layer. So it provides abstraction of entities like students, instructor, courses. For example, table. In the table form, you have stored any information means. So that is called entities. So that will be provided in this business logic layer. So it contains some business rules. So we have to follow that rules. Students can enroll in a class only if she has completed prerequisite and has paid her tuition. And also it defines the workflow, how one particular task will be executed. So if multiple people are accessing a task at the same time means how it produces the information. For example, if you're searching result means on the same time so many students are searching their results. So on that time server what it does means it checks the roll number or register number what you have shared, so that particular information, that particular person or student information will be shared. Object relational mapping, so it allows application code to be written top of object oriented data model. So alternative for this is object relational database can be used to store object models. So here we are including a schema designer to provide mapping between objects and relation schema. In object-oriented programming, for a class, we are creating an object. With that object only, we can call different variables and methods. Without that object, we cannot call any informations. So with one object, we can map multiple tuples and relations. So if application opens a session with connection to the database, objects can be created and saved in the database using session.saveObject. So mapping used to create appropriate tuples in the database. Query can be run and retrieves the information what we have asked. So the Hypernet object relation mapping system is widely used. So it is public domain system, runs a variety of database systems, and it supports a query language, any kind of query language. It allows relationship to be mapped to set associated with objects. Entity data model. So it is developed by Microsoft. It provides entity relationship model directly to applications. It maps data between entity data model and the storage, which can be relational. So entity SQL language operates directly on entity data model. Next, web services. So allows data on web to be accessed using remote procedure call mechanism. So two approaches can be widely used. One is representation state transfer and big web services. So by the use of REST allows use of standard HTTP request. So based on the HTTP request, the URL is executed and it returns the data. If we have used big web services means it uses XML representation for sending a request and it returns the result. So it uses the protocol layer built on top of your HTTP. Disconnected operations. So tools for application to use the web when connected but operate locally when disconnected from the web. So Google Gears browser plugin. For example, if you didn't have a network in the offline mode also some applications can be executed. So that is disconnected operations. Rapid application development. A lot of effort is required to develop web application interface and several approaches to be speed up application development like drag and drop, functional library, automatically it generates the code for user interface and declarative specifications. So the rapid application development tool even before advent of web. So web application development framework is used with Java server phases includes JSP tag library. Ruby on Rails, it allows easy creation of simple create, read, update, delete queries. From this lecture, from this lecture, you can understand about how the application architecture is developed. So with that, you can how we are interacting with different layers so that will be explained clearly. Thank you.